Hello.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome to another Versus Challenge. Versus Challenge number
34.
34. We are streaming this live on Twitch, as well as, recording for our normal
Yeah, for the normal Monday morning
bi-weekly Versus
release
Challenge
of
release.
their Versus Challenge.
Absolutely. So, today's Versus Challenge is going to be slightly different than our normal Versus Challenges, because normally on Versus Challenges we do
Have more of a defined topic.
Yeah, just straight
Theme.
debate, right? And today we have Kyle's been doing some research.
I've been trying to do some things, trying to make us improve.
Yeah. So he did some research and he came up with a list of over 100 games that we talked about on episodes 2, 3,
And a little bit of 4, yeah.
and a little bit of 4
I'm
so far.
doing a little rewatch marathon while I'm working on stuff in my office, just having us, because this was when we were purely audio.
Yes.
So I have it playing in the background, and I'm just kind of taking note of all the games we have discussed, even if it's just like mention the name, like, hey, this would be cool to play. If you listen to episode 2 again, you'll notice we talk about a shitload of games. So
yeah,
I didn't get a lot of work done while I was like, oh crap, another game. Oh crap, another game.
So one of the ideas that we had
For
was,
today.
Yeah, well, no, just in general. One of the ideas that we had in general was to go back and look at all of our audio-only episodes and now revisit them with video. And so that's where the idea came up with. Kyle's like, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna find.
Yeah, what did I call it? Not an audit.
And I mean, it's basically what it is. We audited our
episodes
discussed
and not played.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, at this point, we have this huge list of games, over 100 that we talked about just on the first episode 2, 3, and half of 4.
Right.
And so
I'm listening to these at my job.
So what we're doing today is we are going to be debating. Our
What we think we missed for the last year and a half.
Yeah,
or so.
one that we really want to visit on the next full episode.
Right. Like we talked about this. When did we start this? Like August of
2023.
So we're nearing 2 years.
We're almost at the 2 years.
So there's
mark.
a few
It's
games on that
crazy.
list that we never got into the game of, and we mentioned it. So like, hey, like we suck. Like we talked about, hey, this would be cool, and then we never fucking talked about it.
I mean, from almost the
what-
beginning, we've been
Yes.
talking about the wrestling games. And we have yet to hit any of them.
Well, we're trying to get
We
work the arm involved in that, and that's part of the issue.
Yeah.
Sorry, I probably got a little too far.
And
away there,
they've kind of expanded what they're doing as well too. So they've been even more busy, and Jeff had a baby recently, so he's
Problems of success.
yeah. So absolutely.
So
check
what
it
we're
out,
going to
Work the Arm
discuss, what we're going to debate, what we're going to versus today is what game is on that list that I think we need to do next, and what does he think we need to do next. So that's what you're in for. Our format for our versus challenge is a random coin flip. Usually I have a nice golden Mario themed one. I came from a restaurant, not from my house, so I do not have it with me.
I'm saying let's blow it up completely today.
Oh, no flip?
Rock,
Nope.
paper, scissors.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But the idea being the winner chooses to go
first
first
or second.
There's another version of this where we have a double kind of blind, but today is just you choose first or second. So
Today, both of us are going to be winners because we're going to be playing these games next week on our full episode. So stay tuned for more. So
yeah,
all right. So we're going to do some rock, paper, scissors. So just go
1, 2,
with
3, shoot.
It'll be rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot.
That is standard rules.
If you want to do 1, 2, 3, confuse yourself, that's fine, and then lose that way. So
Roger.
All right, ready? Rock,
1, 2,
paper,
3,
scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it. All right.
No best out of 3?
No, it's fine.
Cool. I win. So I will go. I'm gonna go first.
Tails never fails.
Yeah. No tails never fails this time, motherfucker. Oh, I just got a notification that Terrible Gamers Pod 1 is live on Twitch. That must be you.
Check us out.
I
on
am
Twitch.
Terrible Gamers Pod P2 on Twitch, just so you guys know. All right. So can you set a timer?
I can set a timer.
Then set that timer.
Yep. Give me 1 second.
So this is the game we talked about on episode 2 way back in August of 23.
Yeah. It is on YouTube. It is on Spotify, Podbean, Spreaker,
it's on
all the good places. So check it out. So
see how far we've come, folks.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
Ready, set. Oh yeah, you don't know what I'm arguing.
I don't know what you're arguing, so I'll let you go, and then once you do it, I will
switch
put
over
it up
to
on the screen.
view.
Yeah.
You'll go load the cartridge.
Yep.
All right.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Ninja Gaiden. I can't remember how you say it, but it is something that we need to play. There is a Nintendo version. There is a Super Nintendo version. But it's just a fucking cool game. Like it was one of the earliest games to have like a really vivid storyline. Ryu, I can't pronounce his last name. Hayabusa. It's probably Hayabusa. I shouldn't have done that, but you get what I'm going for. I shouldn't have done that. He gets a letter from his father, and he goes to America to help save his father. Finds out some guy is trying to resurrect demons. Like this is all in a Nintendo platformer. Like you're getting this storyline. So at the end, you end up fighting. I don't remember if you fight the demon, or if you fight the guy who was trying to resurrect. I'm pretty sure you fight the demon that he resurrects. And you're just a ninja. Well, just a ninja, but you're a ninja, like going through the streets of New York. Like that's pretty badass. Like storyline in general to get you hooked. It was a challenging game, but like not like. What did we play that was stupid hard? We played Turtles a couple weeks ago. That was stupid hard. The stupid electric seaweed. But it was like respectfully hard. So it gave you that right amount of challenge. Awesome songs. I don't know how loud we have it set today, but it got in your head. It had a definite earworm. It was unique in the visuals because it was dealing with a ninja, like a real ninja, not a turtle or a robot Metroid thing. Like it was different. It was cool. But it was a quintessential Nintendo Entertainment System game that we have not gotten into and given its just notoriety, I guess.
10 more seconds.
Let me see if I have any other points I should make. It's a cool plot, dealing with demons. Father-son dynamics is kind of a thing for me. I don't know. I got much else, but Ninja Gaiden is what we're going to be playing because it's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, and I have the Sega version, so I loaded that up. I was trying to find real quick, going through really crazy quick. So I did find that's what's on the screen right now is the Sega version. It's going through like the opening screen.
Because the first time I played it was on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
so that would have been this.
Here's what the graphics look like on the Sega. Got your, So
classic Ryu by Hayabusa.
Absolutely.
I forget what the dad's name was. It's probably in my little thing here. Ken, I want to say. It was, which is funny because Ryu and Ken was a Street Fighter Brothers connection.
That. All right.
I believe I also read the book. And I probably did it for Book It to get a free personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. But I don't think I actually read the book. But I'm guessing some of it stuck in there for me to recall that storyline stuff.
I gotcha. All right, so I'm just going to get my game up and running, getting ready here. And all right.
Here we go.
I'm going to go ahead and start the clock. 3, 2, 1. The game that I chose was none other than something that is being remastered. Echo the Dolphin. Yeah. I will be honest, I did not have a ton of time playing Echo the Dolphin when I was a kid. However, it was always one of those ones that kind of really intrigued me. I don't really know a lot about the storyline, and that's why I really want to play that, because the times that I did play it, it was just a lot of fun to just, swim around the ocean and, just be able to control a dolphin, like, cause, you go to the zoo, like I was at the zoo today, and going and watching the dolphin exhibit that they had there. It was just cool. You just see them swimming around.
Where were you at?
Indianapolis Zoo. And so they're just swimming around and just having a good time. And, there's obviously a storyline behind Echo. And I want to dig more into this game because there's obviously an exploration.
Puzzly, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a puzzles. So just really cool, and the visuals. I mean, like, This is on the Sega Genesis. So you can see on the screen. Just really cool on how everything is done. I mean, you got your sonar there, but the one aspect of this game is, as you know, dolphins they need a little bit of air, a little bit of oxygen, and you actually have to make sure that while you're playing this game, you remember that you have to go and get some air every once in a while. So it just adds a little bit of added aspect. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's definitely a different game. It's a game that we have not touched yet. And like I said, I mean, I'm going to dig more into the storyline and figure out exactly everything that's involved. Because when I played it as a kid, I'm not going to lie, I was just going around swimming. You know, like I really wasn't trying to look for anything. So I'm excited to kind of get into it because it's one that I know as a kid, being a Sega guy, this is one I always wanted to play more, but I didn't actually have. One of my friends did. And so like when we were playing it, I was playing it for bits and pieces. And now that they're rebooting it, check
out the original.
We got to check out the original. I feel like we got to give it its due.
I had this on the Game Gear.
Okay.
This is one of the few games I had on a Game Gear. So I have I probably couldn't tell you much about it. But I think once we get into it, it'll probably come like flooding back.
Yeah, and I mean, like I looked up some things, you know, for when we were going to talk about this. I mean, they have like Echo the Dolphin, Echo Junior, and Echo the Tides of Time. So they got three different games that were on there. Just open world concept. Visually, it was just amazing. I mean, like when you looked at the graphics of it, yeah, it just looks really cool. And I mean, you know, the Sega's capacity with the graphics, they always looked really well. Even when you're looking at like Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sonic just
vivid colors,
visually, just it's so awesome,
drawn well,
so, absolutely
animated well, I guess.
Yeah. So
yeah, true enough.
But two good games. I mean, and
yeah, Ninja Gaiden or Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah, Gaiden. We're not 100% sure, but you know what? It's your opportunity to tell us how do you actually pronounce it. What is the phonetical way to pronounce it?
Or is it Echo?
Yeah, it's Echo. Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the Dolphin.
Actually, it's no. Sorry, that was bad. I made some really bad dad jokes like all day. We were watching. We saw buffaloes, and there was like a little bison, and I was like, "Oh, did you know what the buffalo said to the son?
Bye, son.
Bye, son." Everyone looked at me and were like, "Really
lame."
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
So,
all right. So yes. Tell us what you think, guys. Also, think about this. Go back and listen to episode 2 and tell us what we should have said.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you could go, and man, it's got to be at least 75, 80 games we talked about in the first one. It was so many.
We were just rambling.
Like, oh, we got to play this. Yeah, we got to play this. We got to play this. And we haven't touched most of those games.
There's a lot of those games that we did not even touch.
We haven't touched.
And it's funny.
Since then.
I was looking through that list and I'm like, man, we have not mentioned that game
since episode 2.
Episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
So episode 1 is me talking for a half hour.
So next week will be episode 47.
47, yeah.
So that's 45 weeks times 2. 90 weeks.
Yeah.
Of us not actually following through on those. I mean, we would just be finishing that list. Yeah. Not even.
Yeah. We would
be halfway through that list. We said 45.
We would not be done.
So we've got so much more to bring you guys, and I hope you are here for it and keep coming back for it.
Yeah. So like I said, a little bit of a different versus challenge today, but it was just something we wanted to, you know, we're retro gamers. So
and let's get back to some retro
we wanted to get a little nostalgic for our show.
What I will say is check out the Terrible Gamers Pod subreddit that I made this week.
Yes.
Not a lot going on there at this point because I don't think anybody really knows it's there yet. So like we have ourselves in as a mod for it. Just kind of, I'll try to throw some things in there just to kind of keep conversations going.
Yeah.
I got a really good connection on the Nintendo subreddit talking about Ninja Turtles, which we discussed last week and did the versus 2 weeks ago.
Hundreds of comments on there.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, just it's insane.
A lot of people had a lot to say, and it was just kind of like geared towards like, here's what we played recently. Like, what did you play for forever when you were a kid?
Yeah.
And
I saw someone get like really upset with you about like, yeah, you should be
that guy.
You should
You should be banned.
We normally don't say that, but you know, fuck you, dude. Like, come on now. Like,
well,
we're trying to get a discussion going.
You can on Reddit, you see the thread like go in, and it was like eventually I got to like, are we really doing this? Like guy, like I'm just trying to like engage with people, and you're like, you don't know shit, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, this is my first day. like on Reddit. Like,
Day
get off
one
my
on
ass.
Reddit.
Um,
Trolls are already out.
Yeah, so well, that was the one guy. Like you said, hundreds of people, 30,000 people have seen that post, and
crazy.
hundreds of comments, and just that one guy was like, "You don't belong here," and I was like, "Okay, like,
crazy.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be me."
Yeah.
So let's just let's let people be people. He did think I was the younger generation and didn't want to do any work. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because I am clearly a younger gentleman.
As you have the gray beard.
Yes, the gray, right? It's just right in your face.
Oh yeah, it's all over there. Oh, it's everywhere. So.
But I am enjoying the Reddit. So if you are a Redditor, check us out there too.
Yep.
And find it's a user Terrible Gamers Pod. Hit us up in a DM.
And we are trying to do more on Twitch. We are trying our best to stream more on Twitch.
Yeah, this is on Twitch. Last week was on Twitch.
I haven't been too successful on doing a lot on Twitch. I haven't played a video game since last time we played.
Yeah, I haven't recorded.
I haven't recorded or anything.
So I was waiting for Jack to finish the shower, and I was like, "What can I play for 20 minutes?" So I threw on Fortnite. It's May. They're doing fucking May the 4th. It's all Star Wars shit.
Oh, cool.
I'm running around as Master Chief with a purple lightsaber. Like, this is fucking awesome. This is awesome.
That's cool.
But yeah, and I went into school and yelled at some kids for not telling me that. And they're like, they do that every May. And I'm like, you got to tell me this stuff.
I don't remember things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't remember to do their math homework. They're not going to remember that.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, yeah, like we said, check us out on all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Podbean, Spotify, Spreaker. Check out the links down
Reddit
below.
now, yeah.
Yep, and now Reddit. Check out the link tree down below. It has all of our stuff.
Yeah,
Reaper Pair, Company W Energy Drink. We didn't really talk about them on the Versus Challenge that much.
T-Public.
And of course, T-Public. Here's another Reaper Apparel shirt, Warrior Within. This is one of my favorite ones that I like.
I need to buy that one. I keep buying T-Public stuff.
It's a good one. See, and that's the other thing. I've been buying this, and I haven't been buying the T-Public stuff. I'm like, what am I doing? I should just be buying T-Public stuff every time we sell a T-shirt.
We get a buck a shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I don't know what that game is that I'm looking at on the screen. I'm sure you see it. I want to play that game. That reminds me of a computer game, Merlin. But that's a whole nother thing.
It looks like Bowman that you can play on your phone.
So, anyways, for the Terrible Gamers, I'm Kevin.
I'm Kyle.
And as always,
keep on playing.
Thanks, guys.